agreed to. I call the member for Wyong.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Central Coast Community Legal Centre is a community-owned, community-run, not-for-profit organisation whose purpose is to promote social justice for the people of the Central Coast. The centre has been servicing the Central Coast community for 25 years. I would particularly like to acknowledge Deborah McMillan, the CEO, and Giles Feeney, the chairperson at Central Coast Legal Centre. Like many organisations on the Central Coast, Community Legal Centre faced particular challenges during COVID in 2020. The centre, however, increased its activity to reach the most vulnerable people on the coast, seeing over 3,900 people. To demonstrate the importance of the service they provide, of the 3,900 people, it was a 61% increase from the previous year. And that's unfortunately because the coast is still number 2 in New South Wales for domestic violence. Over 1,397 people struggling financially, experiencing disadvantage and a multitude of barriers to justice were assisted with free legal advice from the dedicated team at Central Coast Community Legal Centre. Sadly, over 50% of those seeking advice were the subject of family violence and 36% suffering from a disability or mental illness. 26% of clients identified as Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander, and significantly, in 2019, the Central Coast Community Legal Centre launched their very first Reconciliation Action Plan. The Central Coast CLC also auspiced the Children's Court Assistance Scheme at Broadmeadow, Wyong and Woy Woy Children's Courts, assisting over 8,000 young people's families, carers and workers at the courts in criminal matters. Central Coast CLC receives funding from a variety of bodies, including the Commonwealth Attorney General's Department, Legal Aid Commission, New South Wales Public Purpose Fund, Legal Aid New South Wales and the Office for Women's Policy, as well as the New South Wales Department of Premier and Cabinet. And during COVID, they received 12 months funding for a men's behaviour change program. Central Coast Community Legal Centre recently welcomed their new senior solicitor, Ken Belby, and Ken comes to the Central Coast with a wealth of legal experience in the sector from the Northern Rivers. He's certainly a valuable new addition to their team. I want to acknowledge Bobby Murray, the Aboriginal Access Worker at Central Coast Community Legal Centre. Bobby is an inspirational individual who does a fantastic job in her role. Central Coast Community Legal Centre is also a place where young solicitors and practitioners can learn from more seasoned professionals through their learning programs. The young people get to accompany solicitors to court, do basic paralegal work such as legal research and file management. Their roles require them to draw on a wide variety of subjects and skills learned at law school, everything from criminal law, family law, employment law and contracts through to alternative dispute resolution and civil procedure. One such person is Sarah Etherington, who has a role as an intake officer at Central Coast CLC. Sarah chose to work at Central Coast Community Legal Centre because she felt they had a fantastic reputation providing assistance to disadvantaged people on the Central Coast. Sarah identifies one of the highlights of her job as being able to go to court with the solicitors and observe the justice system in action. I want to acknowledge the incredible job that the workers and board do at Central Coast Community Legal Centre. I know I had a visit at the end of last year. I've been a few times, but to see the incredible work they're doing, I acknowledge the volunteers who turn up and help them provide services as well. They are severely underfunded because for every person they see, there's probably 3 or 4 others they could be helping. And I support the words of the member for Blacktown, not here now, who said that there needs to be a more purposeful funding model that actually recognises need in the community and funds both at a state and federal level accordingly.
I thank the member for Wyong. The question